made me wait a whole hour. A whole hour.
It started with the penis part.
Y'all ain't ready for this one. They ain't ready. DME and Branzo.
For what?
And you got the wild porn background. Like, you got the wild... my man got the porn studio in the background. That's some funny shit right there. Huh?
All right. Well, what up, though? All right. So what are we talking about? The Goonies. The Goonies in their
Cypher.
He got his headphones on too.
Yeah, he got the Battle Troop specials. Those were game one. It's signed by Battle Troop and it's sent to the albino, to the Midwest albino.
Pretty much say you found that digging through so Apollo cassettes.
Yeah, that shit was funny. That shit was funny. But yeah, let's talk about the URL just released that the Gonnies Cypher. Before that, they have released the Tech 9 joint. And I have to say, Tech 9 got these 3 battles coming up. One right here on Saturday with Jimz. I don't think he might win one round versus Jimz. He might win the first round because that's all Tech is good for, is for the first round. He might win that, but out of them 3 next battles he got, he might only win one round out of 9.
What's the third one? There's Geechee and what else?
Jack Boy.
Jay, you're kind of hard on Tech 9, bro.
What Jack? Yeah, when has that battle been announced?
It hasn't officially been announced. He keeps mentioning it.
So you're leaking the battle, okay?
So at the end of the day, let's just say for the sake of conversation that battle is locked in. That's still 3 battles. That's 9 rounds, and he might only win 1 round. He's not beating Geechee, and I don't think he's winning a round against Geechee.
You don't think he can beat Jimz though?
I don't think so. But if he does, he'll win 1 round. I don't see him winning the battle, and he ain't beating Jack Boy. So
what? No, 3-0.
No, I think he could clean Jack Boy up.
He's never beat anybody.
Listen. Who has Tech 9 ever clearly beat? And don't say Miles, because he won the first round clearly.
Yeah, but when is Jack Boy's never won a battle?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't off the top of my head think of. I've only seen.
He lost to Prez. He lost to YK.
He lost to YK. I think he might have beat Drugs. I got to double check that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that battle that well. I've seen it.
I've only seen like 3 of his battles. I like Jack Boy. The energy, all them dudes, man. I think that they're pretty good without the gas.
Well, you're gonna get that.
Story is, me personally, and I'm saying this, I think Tech 9 Cypher verse, I don't know if you guys heard that, he should have saved it for a battle. Even though it wasn't really a battle verse, I thought it was good. I actually liked it.
Maybe it's something that it's gonna show in the battle. Maybe he got some up his sleeve. You know, maybe
I didn't say it was great.
X Factor did it. So how did you feel about the Goonies Cypher?
Well, I actually thought that here's the thing. I got a lot of mixed feelings about it. Overall, I liked it, right? Here's the thing. I thought what NJT did was genius. He somewhat told the story. I thought it was fire. It reminded me, and please, for you dumbasses, listen to what I'm saying. It reminded me of about 2 old school tracks that Tupac did, where he was just telling like a street story. And for you younger guys, Meek Mill did it. I think it's called like Tommy's Story or Tony's Story.
What song are you talking about?
There's like 2 of them where he's talking about 2 friends of his, how they end up going to war over some bitch. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But Pac got a song where he's talking about a dude named Teardrops and Coast Caskets.
Oh yeah, classic. Yeah.
Yes, and he's telling you a story about 2 guys. One named Trigger and one, I forgot the other guy's name.
Little Trigger, yeah, I know someone.
So I am not saying for you fucking dumbasses out there, I am not calling Twerk no Tupac or even comparing them. I'm saying just reminded me of that song that Pac put out. I thought that was dope that he told the story because it showed versatility, right? My only problem is a lot of times that shit was off beat. But I want to give him credit for being creative and not giving us what we normally hear from everybody else, right?
That's true. What's interesting about that is I don't know if you saw my blog yesterday about the Joe blog. and he comes on and he's talking about he's not a rapper, he's a battle rapper. He doesn't rap. He never rapped. He doesn't know how to rap. He just battle. Because he started getting into battle rap after the Joe Budden Hollow the Don
Fucking whack.
Total Slaughter shit. And I don't understand how do you come into battle rap with no rapping ability and just so is that what we've evolved into? Because so battle rap's fairly new still, good 20 years tops, and so the new generation might come into it. Oh, you're gonna have people who are only fans of battle rap, which is still weird to me. And then I think you need to have the basic MC skills to even be involved in something like this, not just craft your ability through battle rap, watching battle raps. I think that's why that's why maybe Twerk's a little bit off beat. Like you shouldn't be off beat if you're or a rapper. Like that's I don't know how you can ever be off beat. It doesn't make sense. If you just know I was off beat when the first song I did because I didn't know what being on beat meant. But then you learn. But I think that's a problem with some of these new guys. They're not rappers first. They watch battle rap, they like it, and they're molding their style. Because you can tell Joe's like a mixture of what? Who is he like? Like a Rum Nitty, and you can tell what to me it seems like he's acting more than he's battling. So then he's actually battling. So I don't know. What do you guys think about? Should you have the base of being an MC first before you get into battle rap? Is my question.
Well, for me personally, I feel like yes and no. Yes, because overall the culture of hip hop is a mixture of many things. People forget even art. Art is a big part of hip hop. People forget that part. Break dance and dance in general was a big part of hip hop. So there's various things that creates hip hop. And please do not mistake it. Battle rap is hip hop 100%. Like I've heard people try to say it's not one and the same. Yeah, the fuck it is. Without hip hop, you have no battle rap. That's number one.
It's all in the same umbrella.
So for me personally, I can understand somebody being able to battle rap better than being able to rap. Because there are a lot of guys that I hear them, and when they battle, when they do music, it sounds like they're battling on the track. They don't know how to separate the two. So there's also some of your favorite battle rappers. Some of your favorite battle rappers, even when they battle rap, they're technically not rapping. There's no flow to it. I don't know if I'm making sense to y'all, but
no, I get what you're saying.
It's not the same typical, like, for example, if you listen to Charlie Clips, I've heard Charlie Clips on beat when he does his ciphers. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But when you hear him battle rap, it almost seems like he's talking most of the time. Goods also. I've heard Goods and ciphers and Goods sound.
Goods is fire, man. Like, did you hear his Funk Master Flex one?
Yeah. No, listen, I like to listen to Goods rap, and he got a few songs I actually like. Moral of the story is there's a lot of guys that when they battle rap, they just really sound like they're talking and rhyming at the same time. They don't even sound like there's no rhythm to it. There's no you couldn't take that same. You can't take that same verse and match it up to a beat. You just can't. You're gonna have a difficult time doing that shit.
Like spoken word, right? Poetry.
Exactly.
That's why they can't rap. They can't flow. They don't have a rhythm. Or, they can't write a beat.
Bro, you just said that shit perfect. What I'm trying to say. They have no flow. They have no rhythm to it. That's why I like a B Magic. When I listen to, I've heard B Magic music and I thought it was cool. But he raps. You understand? Like when he battle raps, it's a flow to it. It's a rhythm to it, like a Ty Law. Even to a certain extent, when you hear NJT get into a rhythm in a battle, he starts rapping almost like that. Like he gets into a flow. You know what I'm saying? Surf. There's a few guys like that. You know what I'm saying? So overall, I think Joe should have thought about his words before he say that because.
Well, I mean, he makes it worse afterwards with the whole. You probably didn't hear the interview, right?
No, what I was about to say was based on what you said. Mm-hmm. I think he should have chose his words more carefully when he made the Hollow comparison. And while I understand what you were saying, DME,
don't you ever.
That's what DME said, and I understand that. But I think he was just going with the more popular example.
But Hollow can flow though. Yeah, he doesn't make good songs, but the Arsenal battle, he was snapping, he was flowing like crazy, and that's why I didn't understand that comparison. And then it got worse for Joe because he basically did you see that? Did you hear the thing, Visuel, or no? Am I the only one who heard it?
The Cypher?
No.
Oh, no.
The Joe interview.
No, I realized they were live and logged in after they were already done, so I didn't get.
His whole thing, and I actually didn't touch on everything because I didn't hear it all because I was so disgusted and I turned it off, then did the blog, but then I went back and listened to the rest of it, and he actually made things even worse. He said that he does not care about battle rap at all. This is not what he does. He does this only for fun. This is his words. He doesn't give a shit what the fans think. He had the whole Jack Boy attitude. He doesn't care if he wins or loses the battle. The fans, he can give two shits about. He's doing this for fun only, and that's it. And then if he wins, if he loses, it doesn't matter. He's going to go back to his life, and that's it. So that's his attitude.
Yeah, he chose the wrong words. Bottom line, chose the wrong words because I get his point, but he's choosing the wrong words, especially when he's supposed to be promoting a fucking battle. And I'm gonna tell you right now, all three of us spoke last night on the phone about something completely different, but I came out and said, I don't think I'm ordering this shit. And then to hear that he said that, and to hear that Jack Boy said that, like, I'm not ordering this shit. Why would I want to order it now? You got two guys who said they don't give a fuck. Like why should I order it? But I don't want to.
I didn't want to order it to begin with, and
I'm probably gonna order it. I'm not gonna lie, but there's I do want to see what happens in the Tech 9 Jimz battle. I'm excited for Chef Trez, Mr. Wavy. I do like the Big Cannon and Holmesy Soderman on the battle in their face-off. That was one of the best face-offs, I think, because they've done face-offs for every battle, and on the Black Compass. And Big Cannon was talking crazy in that face-off.
Big Cannon is the man, and
he's going to kill him. He said
the main reason why I wanted to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I just don't. It's difficult for me to put my money when we just heard two of the participants say they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, on general principle, I wanted to not buy it just for that, just to prove a point. Like, that's not how you sell battles, But I know me, it's going to be Saturday here, and then
Well, listen, if I get really bored, maybe I'll order it, but I highly doubt it. But let's get back to the Cypher for a second, man. So you had NJT went first. I believe Glue Easy went second.
No, it was Mac Mill.
Yeah. Now let me tell you something, and I don't mean this in a negative way. He was offbeat. He was definitely offbeat. But every time I see that dude, am I the only one who gets confused between him and Snake Eyes?
Mac Mill? No, but I think Mac Mill, when he battle raps, he has a good flow in his battle raps. I don't get it confused with Snake Eyes, really. Maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, he was a little bit offbeat there. But I do like his flow in battle raps, Okay. But and I've only seen a couple of his battles. I think the R Streets one, he choked in, but I think he would have won if he didn't choke. And then there was that last Survivor Series he had a battle. I think he choked in that too. So, he chokes a lot apparently. But I thought Glue Easy was the best. What do you think?
Yeah, but before we get to there, what did you think, Visuel?
I didn't see it because you sent me the link right when I was leaving work, and I was trying to set this shit up, and I didn't get to watch it.
Okay.
I did see Tech 9. I did see Tech 9, but not the Goonies.
I didn't see Tech 9s.
What did you think about Tech 9s?
I thought. I saw it when he was doing it. It's the one where they're like in the empty room, right? Almost.
Yeah, it was him and Smack. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he fucked up like twice, or it wasn't. I don't know if it was him that fucked up with the mic or something that happened, but he had to redo it like 3 times before he went all the way through. So there was some issues going on. So that's what I remember from it. Like, and I didn't think it was like that crazy at all.
Yeah,
like the third time around.
Decent. I didn't see it when he first did it. I only seen when they put it out on the URL channel, and I was surprised. I didn't think he was gonna do that well, but he did. Like I said, it wasn't crazy, but it was definitely good. And then like DME just mentioned, I thought Glue Easy was decent, man. But I've heard, I don't know if you guys remember, but a few months back, URL posted Glue Easy's
that was good. Mm-hmm.
Song. He had a song and a video. I thought it was very good. I liked it. So I thought Glue Easy did a good job in this cipher. My issue with what he said, and maybe I'm just feeding too much into this shit. you know, I've seen him say it on Twitter, and then I heard him say it in the fucking in the freestyle, where he said, it's URL until I die.
Oh yeah, he's on that tip. Yeah.
Listen. You know how many rappers throughout the years has been with multi-million-dollar record companies and say it's so and so until I die, and then the moment the company don't want your ass no more, you gone. So now what? How stupid you look? And then for him to say it's URL until I die, I'm like, okay, so what happens if URL stops booking you? And when you say till you die, does that mean when you actually die in the ring? Because let's be real, if you actually die in the ring, I highly doubt they're gonna book you again for a minute. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, you know how my thoughts are on the whole league's stand stuff and just being loyal to one league. I mean, you know, it's cool, like if when you bring in the new talent in and they want to be like that, but like you said, like if that's your attitude and that's the way it's gonna, like, you're gonna miss out on a lot of money out there, because URL, you know, as far as I know, you know, they really, I mean, they pay pretty good. I know that, but you're gonna get as many battles. Let's say you're gonna get, like, if you go the route of, like, even like just say Jimz, you know, he gets battles in England and in Australia and then King of the Dot and RBE. All these guys are paying, you know, so and then you're gonna miss out on a lot of potential money and exposure, because yeah, URL might be the biggest battle rap league, but not everybody only watches them or just watches. You know, there's always that exposure, especially overseas and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't know if he means it like that. Maybe he's just playing that ride or die guy right now. But I mean, Sue Surf does it too, and he even says that he doesn't care when he goes to other leagues and they still book him. So, you know, he says it only counts when I'm on URL. So I don't know why other leagues even bother booking him. Mm-hmm. You know, like even UW, when they booked him in Shotgun Suge, that battle was ridiculous. What happened in that battle with the whole water bottle, and they're supposed to be supposed friends, but then they got different sex, and then they causing all this drama. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, that shit was stupid. But after that, when Jack Boy went, I thought I liked Jack Boy's verse. It just was very short. I like that he ended it on a good note. But I believe one of you said that, or was it you, Demi, who said that he choked?
I heard he choked. Is that to say? Is there two ciphers, or is it only one?
I heard he choked too.
Okay, if there's only one, then
he had a very short verse, so maybe they just edited it out, because his verse was very short.
Yeah, so I'm sure he choked. And then Ryder, yeah. So I mean, you know, and
Ryder did his thing on there, man.
Yeah, Ryder's definitely good. I like Ryder's music too. The couple of songs I've heard. So I mean, he's definitely got talent. So I don't know, man. It was pretty cool, but you know, it was what it was. It wasn't like the greatest thing ever, but you know, I liked it for what it was.
Yeah.
I like that they do that, and like I said, it shows their rapping ability. You know, it shows like a different side of them that, you know, some of these guys I think are lacking.
Yeah,
especially.
No, definitely, man. Well, I got literally like 3 more minutes here, guys.
All right, what do you want, guys? We'll jump in. Anything else?
Yeah. Real quick, let's just get into this really quick. So I was just watching your blog, DME, and you were talking about the whole possibility of a Jimz and Tech 9 face-off on Black Compass, right?
Yes.
And here's my thing. I have, and I hope everybody here once again is fucking listening and not just hearing. I have no problem with Black Compass Media, with the exception, of course, of one dude who you know, can't help himself but to be an asshole. I don't have no problem with the rest of them dudes. What I have a problem with, if I feel like Jimz isn't gonna have a fair shot on this face-off. I think multiple people on that fucking platform already have their mind set a certain way towards Jimz, that I don't think that he's gonna get a fair shake, or maybe even a fair amount of time to say what he has to say. And the way I see that whole thing is, I don't know why Jimz out of all of them would agree to do that on Black Compass, when number one, he has his own platform, or they could have possibly used the Champion platform.
Well,
I just feel for Jimz, like me personally, I wouldn't want to do a face-off like that on a platform that's been biased towards me. And again, I don't have no problems with them dudes. I'm not dissing their platform. I'm just stating the obvious.
Right. It looks like URL got the gave the contract to black companies.
Yeah. Every battle has been on their platform. Guys, to show off the face off. So I hear what you're saying, and that's what I pointed out in the blog. I mean, Tony Polo has said, he's the top 5 worst. Rome thinks he's the worst ever. I know Posey don't really like him. Now, Tony Bro's pretty fair with him. Now, Tony Bro's usually the moderator. I think Tony Bro, understanding, because they do listen to the chat a lot, and they do take in their criticism, and they I've noticed that. And I think that they know that they've been highly critical of Jimz, and that they would take that into consideration. And Jimz is not going to come up there and and mind you, Jimz and Tech9 have a mutual enemy on there. So that's something that they can agree with, because they both don't like Twerky's manager. And, I think they will, and the way these face-offs have gone, it's more or less just letting the two participants talk and go at each other more than the guests and putting in their 2 cents. So I think being conscious of that, that they'll definitely give them a fair shot. And, I'm still, it's gonna make for entertaining radio, because if you did hear the Chef Trez and what's his name, Mr. Wavy thing face off, that was classic. And people tend to when they're confronted, don't really say much. Seems to me.
Man, well, I haven't seen any of them. Visual, have you seen them? And what's your thoughts on it?
Seen what? I'm sorry.
Have you seen or heard any of the face off?
Like, do you think they'll be fair?
Yes,
Jimz?
I've heard most of them. I think I just missed last night's.
Yeah. Do you think they'll be fair to Jimz?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think they'll keep it level, especially with like Tony Bro moderating and stuff.
Yeah, he's fair.
It's known. It's a known issue, like the conflict. So I think they'll respect that and go about it in a fair manner. Now, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they were kind of even saying, Posey and Tony Bro actually saying, should Rome, exclude himself from the
Yes.
But Rome was pretty much not, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here.
Sure.
And then a caller called in and was like, well, if Jimz comes out and says some shit to you, what are you going to do? And he's like, well, he literally said this, guys. I don't know what it means. He's like, well, if he does that, the battle won't drop. That's what he said. Yeah, I don't know what that meant. And even the other hosts were like, the hell are you talking about? Battle won't drop. Shut the hell up. He's like, the battle won't drop. He better not. So we'll see how that goes.
He probably should really consider excluding himself, because they obviously have a problem.
Tech9 too. Let's not forget. Tech9 has gone publicly on Twitter, and then even in my comments said when I was cool with Rome and I did the first blog, and Tech9 commented about the promo thing. And in that blog, I said something nice about Rome in there. And he's like, I love your blog, but I don't understand why you're co-signing that bozo. All right? I don't like him. So even Tech9 has an issue. And we know Jimz does. So it's like, we'll see what happens. It's definitely going to make for entertaining radio. But I don't know. We'll see.
Listen, for me personally, for the integrity of the actual show, if it was me, if it was us three in that situation, unless the two battlers requested that I be there, for the sake of the integrity of the show, I would step to the side. Because I wouldn't want to be the center of focus on this shit when it's not about me at that moment. This is about something else.
That's a good point.
And I would never want I wouldn't want some of our people who listen to us, whoever rock with us, I wouldn't want them to never want to rock with us anymore because I was being egotistical. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I will put it out there. I will personally be like, hey, if Jimz and Tech want me, I'll be here. If they don't want me here, I'll step to the side. That's why, listen, when I say what I say about Tech9, I'm talking about Tech9 as a battle rapper. What I do respect is when Tech9, I believe in the Pat Stay and A Verb battle, when he took himself out of being a judge. I respected that so much.
That was the Math Hoffa battle, I believe, right?
Nah, I think it was A Verb and Pat Stay. Because remember, Verb ended the round, or in his third round said something about Tech9?
I think it might have been both, actually.
It might have been both.
Yeah. Because Math didn't want him to be the judge either.
Yeah, and he shouldn't have been after you know. The moral of the story was I respect him that he respected his platform enough to say, if I don't remove myself, it could fuck with our integrity and or it could take something away from what just happened. Tech to me showed that he knew he's not bigger than battle rap.
No,
So
for sure.
a judgment was necessary, and he didn't want to be the questionable person. And I thought he showed integrity by removing himself. Now, who knows if he was forced to remove? I don't know. None of that shit. I'm not even gonna. If I've heard people say dumb shit like that. Oh, Jay Black told me. I don't give a fuck what the reason was. I'm going off what I saw, and if I saw that man or remove himself, then I'm going off of that.
And I thought he seemed like he was cool with recusing himself. Like they were showing, he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna judge. He doesn't want me to judge. So good." They even said before, if any of the battlers have an issue with the judges, let us know and we'll deal with it.
This is exactly why I said, if you want to be a reputable media source and do this kind of shit, like everybody's on board has to keep a certain level of neutral, a neutral bias, like, and be respectful. Because you can run into a situation like this to where if this shit keeps happening where you got problems and conflicts with certain people, then you can't be that type of source to be having this kind of these kinds of things like face-offs and stuff, because it's just not fair.
Exactly.
So moving forward, they really need to like reevaluate how they're going to keep moving forward, because this type of I don't agree with it being on this platform if this is going to be the case and continue to happen like this, because it's taken away from like the face-off, because there's too many issues, and where you have and it's no shade to Black Compass at all. I listen to most of their shows, but take a platform like Champion. They try to be as neutral as possible and be respectful in that sense, to where anybody can come. Even if Tech has a problem with it, he has that level of respect. He's mature about it.
It's like how you say things. It's how you go about yourself. And when it seems like everybody has a problem with you, then you need to reevaluate yourself. Sometimes just look outside. It's no big deal. We all act silly sometimes. And especially when we're younger. It's it's all good, man. Just take some self-evaluation and move on. But some people are hard-headed, man.